Thank you so much for joining me on this special episode package to talk about the positive sides of COVID-19. Oftentimes we talk about how it suddenly came to steal the global presence away from us, away from all our activities and all the things we would have loved to do, away from plans, away from, oh God, but let's just see what's the positive sides, huh? First, COVID-19 has made it possible for people to reawaken their dead dreams. How? Since people have been able to, curtail their movement and check out one or two things that they need to do indoor, it has made a lot of people to check out the dead dreams, the dreams that they have longed for all this while, which they have abandoned. So it has made reawakening of dead dreams. Now, secondly, it has made companies, organizations of the world to look out for new strategies in which they can use to achieve a global or a standard in which they can take up their market share in the community. Thirdly, it has made families of the world to bond themselves. It has made fathers to be closer to the children, children closer to their fathers, and all that. So we see bonding, we see family bonding in existing everywhere. Another thing is that it has made everybody to be conscious of hygiene rules and regulations and habits. It has made people to, wash their hands, ensure. But we love to hug ourselves, but that's not part of this video. We're talking about the positive sides. Now, let's talk about the transport commuters. It has made transport commuters in some African countries or some countries of the world to take the required number of persons per time without taking excessive load or excessive number. Now, another thing is that it has led to e-learning encouragement. E-learning encouragement. We see classes all over. We see internet classes. We see people taking up online courses, seeing how they can strengthen themselves and see how they can broaden their own knowledge and see how they can become just better in whatever they're doing. But we just use the internet instead of just going to the regular day, everyday thing. So another point is that it has helped to manage resources. If all we have is what we have, then we have to manage what we've got. So it has made people to really manage the human resources they have, the financial resources they have, the material resources they have, to just ensure that they can manage and see how to pull through this trying times. Another thing is that it has made people to really discover the managerial skills they have in them. Like a lot of people who did not know that they could manage some things, they now saw that, oh really, this can really work. We can really make do with this. We can really have a better life with just a little. So that has really reviewed that. Again, our health system, it has made health system to be strengthened in some part of the world, and it has made people to discover the relevance of health sector, the relevance of people working in the health sector. So it made us to respect our doctors, nurses, attendants, everybody working in the hospital. We love you. We've seen your effort. Thank you so much for having us. Another thing is that it has helped to drastically reduce human trafficking. Before now, we see human trafficking, people going from one country to the other and facing a lot of things. But since the COVID-19, all that has gone down to the drain. Another thing is that it has encouraged the consumption of local products, meaning the agricultural sector of the world are being strengthened to see how they can supply and meet the demands of the people. If the demand is high, how can they meet up the demand of the people? So it has helped to do this. Again, another point I'll talk about is that it has helped to cut off unhealthy relationship. You know how many times that some people are around your family members which you don't like, but when the COVID-19 came, all of a sudden everybody said, stay in your house, we stay in our houses. So it has helped to cut off unhealthy relationship. Another thing is that it has made parents to be able to monitor the sites their children visit. Oftentimes parents or guardians have been so busy, or some are busy, but they know how to balance the time. But this time around, it has made it possible for parents to control and watch the sites their children spend their time on. So this has really worked. In the business world, again, it has made collaboration possible. You see big companies collaborating with small companies, small companies collaborating with big companies, and just to see how they can take the products to limelight and see how they can get strengthened. It's all about collaboration and partnership. So it has really, this COVID-19 has really made it possible for people to collaborate more. So we talk about that. Another thing is that it has encouraged or strengthened social responsibility. Like the area where I live, I see a lot of people looking out for how to go to remote areas to go and bless them with one or two things like food items and all that. And then we have spiritual parents who are really doing well to just see that members are being watched after. Organizations in every organization is every part of the world are really seeing how they can just make sure that they can contribute to people who are less privileged or who are less privileged or who are less fortunate, so to say. So another thing is that it has led to internet trading. It has made it strengthened, not like it has led to people have been buying from internet, but this time around it has been really strengthened due to COVID-19. Then careless, it has made family members who oftentimes don't check on themselves because of one or two things. It has made them to care more about the family members. Like you see brothers, sisters calling one another to ensure that, oh, how are you doing? How's your family? How's your wife? How's your children? And all that thing. So everybody just tend to check on one another. Another thing is that it has helped personal studies. You see people that has been long, they read books. They've been reading, like seriously, they are FX gurus. So we see a lot of people reading a lot of books, positive books and all that to just strengthen themselves. Another thing is that it has led to neighborhood bonding. You see people at different neighborhoods, they bond with one another. When, like for instance, when you go and jog, you see your friends, you see your neighbors, you say hello, you jog together, you just have fun together. All those were not really strengthened before the COVID-19. So the COVID-19 has really made that to be strengthened. And another thing is that it has made countries all over the world to bond as they fight a common enemy. Nobody is talking about what is your economy like, what is your strength like. Everybody's really talking about how we can all achieve and fight this common enemy and be strengthened and be victorious at the end of it. Now, another final thing that I would like to talk about is the fact that it has helped to create more jobs. It just creates it has opened another part of the economy which people might not really concentrate on before. So if you think you need to strengthen or add to your income streams, I think this is the best time to just consider one of those means that you have, or one of those options you have. So thank you so much for watching this. Please don't forget to share your thoughts and follow me on my social media platforms, and don't forget that like, subscribe and make your comments. It's very important.